Andragogy is the method of teaching adults. Malcolm Knowles, a key figure in adult education, identified 5 important areas about adult learners. So those 5 things are: 1. Self-directed learning. Adults like to take charge of their own learning. They can come up with their own experience to help them get involved in how they learn. 2. Experience as a resource. Adults have lots of life experiences that can help themselves with learning, and recognizing these experiences can make the learning process more effective. 3. Their relevance to life and work. So adults are more motivated to learn when the subject is relevant to their personal or their work lives. 4. A readiness to learn. Adults want to learn when face-to-face challenges or problems. Their motivation often comes from needing to solve these problems. And the last one is orientation to learning. Adults prefer to learn by solving problems rather than just studying subjects. They want to learn in ways to help them deal with those real-world issues. Using these principles when creating and delivering training for professionals is important because it meets the unique needs of adult learners. When trainers acknowledge that adults want to be involved and relate training to their real lives, it makes the sessions more engaged and effective. By focusing on practical problems and encouraging active participation, trainers can help adult learners better and remember what they've learned. Alright, so 5 effective presentation strategies are: 1. Engage the learners actively. That just means getting the participants involved. It could be through discussions, group activities, and some hands-on tasks. 2 would be to use real-world examples. Relate the context to real-life scenarios, things that they can relate to. 3. Encourage shared experiences. Because we're adults, giving time for all the participants to share their own stories not only can sometimes be funny, but it makes it more engaging and more relevant. 4. Be respectful and inclusive. Have a welcoming environment for everyone to feel safe and valued and comfortable. And then use language that's respectful to everybody, no matter their ethnicity or culture or background. And the last one is to use visual aids and various technologies. So using slides and other technology to support the presentation will help hit several different points and keep your audience engaged at the same time. Cultural, ethnic, and gender biases can affect how well a presentation works. These biases might create misunderstandings or make participants feel uncomfortable. So in order to reduce bias, there are a few things you can do. 1 is to know your audience. So before you start presenting, make sure you kind of go over who you're going to be presenting to and think about their demographics and their backgrounds. 2 is to use inclusive language. Try to avoid jargon, slang, and terms that everyone, especially in your cultural background, might not understand. 3, be open to feedback. Encourage participants to share their thoughts during and after the presentation, and keep that open line of communication. 4, promote diverse perspectives. You want to include different examples from many different cultures and backgrounds, because you're never gonna know what you come across. And the last one is to reflect on your own biases. Take the time to think about any biases that you may have, any assumptions that you have made. Try to educate yourself, and then that way you can approach the presentation with a little bit more sensitivity. So, by following these steps, presenters can create a more effective and inclusive learning experience that resonates with adult learners and respects their diverse backgrounds. Thank you.